Chancellor, you must be very happy with the Griffiths' involvement in this last of the G20 events.
This is really the most wonderful thing to have happen. I've always been very keen on our multi-faith centre, as you well know, but and I'll always be grateful to the Buddhist community that actually gave us the $1 million to build the centre. And to see how it's grown over the years that I've been there, with the different directors we've had, but it's just to be here now and to see a G20 meeting that goes for 3 days on interfaith this dialogue with all these different people. It's just fantastic, and it does my heart good, and I'm sure it'll do the whole world a lot of good, really, over the long term. We really all have to meet together, don't we, and share, and basically, I can still remember when the center was first set up, the monk that came, and he said that all people really wanted the same things in life, and that we want to be happy and we want to live in peace, and the way to do that is for us to get together and to be kind to one another. And there are always troubles somewhere in the world, and sometimes in families, but we've all got to make the effort to try and make it work. And this meeting has had well over 150 people attending from all over the world. That's a surprise to have people from the United Arab Emirates, to have Greeks, Jews, the wonderful abbess here again, and just that we all can all come together and be friendly and be able to worship in the way we want to. It's a wonderful thing to hear.
A lot of work's gone into putting this summit on and even getting approval to put it on. What is the main message you want to get back to the leaders of the world with this Interfaith Summit?
Well, that this can work towards making, if we're talking, that the main thing about this was a G20 economic meeting that we had. But the economy of the world will, of course, improve if people can work together. And I think this sharing of differences, people sometimes accuse different religious groups for starting wars, and terrible things do happen, but they won't happen if we come together and we have dialogue and we talk over our differences and share our similarities. And as I said before, about people generally just want the same thing out of life, don't they? They want to live a good life, they want to be happy generally, and I think the way to do it is to share and be kind to one another. And this is what's happening this weekend, or this 3 days. It's been fascinating, the dialogue that I've heard. I've learned a lot just in this last session. So I think it's great.
Under your leadership at the university, you've really grown the Interfaith Centre there. What is the future of Interfaith, do you think, especially Griffith's involvement?
Well, I'm not going to be there forever, but it has grown so much that I'm sure it'll never go backwards. It's just more and more people are aware of it, and there's better work being done in the centre. And to think that they could bring this all these people here for this weekend, these 3 days, it really, the credit goes to Brian Adams, who's the director there. He's done a lot of good work, really, and I'm hoping that we don't lose him to some other institution, because it's been growing from the start. It's never gone backwards, but it's really getting to be big time now, and it's very important. I think the other universities do have similar things, but we were sort of innovative when it started, I think, and as I said before, so great. I'm personally so grateful for the support that we had initially, and I know a lot of people put bits of money in, but the big money came from the Buddhist community, and that was a kindness that they did, and the foresight that they had too, to see that it could grow into something very meaningful and worthwhile in the world.
Universities, especially Griffith, have, and you just mentioned about being innovative. This summit, in fact, is a great testament to that. And now they're talking that this will continue on as part of the G20 calendar, that already in Turkey they're going to have an Interfaith summit over there.
I hope so. I think there have been a lot of Turkish representatives at the different G20 meetings beforehand and after the main event. And I think they can see that this is a wonderful way for people to come together from all the different countries and to see what can be done to make this a better, more peaceful world. And I'm very proud of I've never felt that a university was just a place for teaching, you know. It's a place where people have to invest in research and let people's minds open to all sorts of things, and this is a great example of that the Multi-Faith Center has grown into this, and now if we're going to get invited to Turkey, that's really good. Don't you think?